Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Sometimes the biggest curveballs life throws at us can lead to the most amazing things. Today, we've got a story exactly like that, about resilience, and about how a global crisis, of all things, opened up a door to a whole new life.
So picture this. A massive global crisis hits. It completely turns people's lives upside down. But for this one couple, getting forced out of their city life, well, it turned out to be the first step toward building something that didn't just change their lives, but could change the lives of so many others.
And this quote right here, it's from Mr. Arom, the man at the center of this story. And it really just sums up everything. It's not just about farming as a job. It's about the joy, the security, and that amazing feeling of knowing exactly where your food comes from.
I mean, just look at this transformation. It's incredible, right? Before all this, Mr. Arom and his wife, Miss Supatra, were street food vendors, right in the middle of the chaos of Bangkok. Fast forward to today, and they're running their own booming organic farm. Talk about a complete 180.
So you're probably wondering, how on earth do you go from a crowded city street to a lush green farm? Well, like for so many of us, their journey started when a crisis basically gave them no other option.
And it all happened so fast. When the pandemic hit, their income just vanished. Poof. Their business in Bangkok was just not going to work anymore. So they packed their bags and went back home to family land. And it was there, really just out of a need to survive, that they thought, hey, let's try planting some vegetables. Little did they know, they were planting the seeds of a whole new future.
But, they didn't just plant a few vegetables and call it a day. No way. They built this incredible oasis, and it's all based on a really cool idea.
The name of their farm, it literally says it all. Suan Pak Arom Di means Happy Mood Vegetable Garden. And that's not just some catchy name, you guys. That is their whole philosophy. They genuinely believe that their own happiness, their own good mood, is the secret ingredient for growing the best food. Happy farmers, happy food. Simple as that.
And just get a load of this variety. They're not putting all their eggs in one basket. They're doing what's called mixed farming. So they've got everything from long beans and broccoli to bananas. This isn't just random. It's a really smart strategy that makes their farm stronger and way more stable.
But what really makes this place special isn't just what they grow, it's how they grow it. Their whole approach is all about keeping things pure, natural, and safe.
Okay, so their method is just so simple but so powerful. First off, zero chemicals. Absolutely no pesticides, no chemical fertilizers, none of it. If they have a pest problem, they deal with it by hand. But here's the most important part. Their #1 priority is growing food for their own family. That's their primary customer. So it has to be safe before they even think about selling the extra to anyone else.
And this right here, this is why their model is so smart financially. Think about it. The traditional way, rice farming, you get one big, risky harvest a year. If that fails, you're in trouble. But their way, they're harvesting something different every single day. That means a steady, reliable income, day in and day out. That's real financial security.
And pretty soon, this amazing personal story started to become something way, way bigger. Mr. Arom and Ms. Supatra weren't just farming, they were creating a whole new roadmap for their community.
And don't just take my word for it. Their own village headman calls them an example for the new generation. He sees them as living proof that you can return from the city and not just survive, but truly thrive. He's proud, and you can see why.
Because they're pioneers, their farm isn't just a farm anymore. The Happy Mood Vegetable Garden has become this local hub, a place where people come to learn and get inspired. They're not just selling vegetables, they're sharing knowledge and hope.
And that's really the heart of it, isn't it? What Mr. Arom and Miss Supatra did was show everyone that going back home doesn't have to be a step back. For them and for all the people they're now inspiring, it's about building a better, happier, and more secure future. They didn't just find a new job, they found a new path home.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? When a big challenge comes along and slams a door shut, it's so easy to just focus on what we lost. But maybe, just maybe, as this story shows us, that closed door is exactly what we need to find an even better one waiting to be opened. Thanks for tuning in.